All right, so I'm trying to get my door aligned, and the whole time I've been doing this whole LS swap and painting stuff, I was like, I don't want to take my fenders apart, and I want to keep everything together and do the LS swap. And then next thing you know, the door starts rubbing the fender, and I can't get the bolts. The bolts are tight put up here. So then next thing you know, the fender's on the ground. So come over here and look at this mess. So next thing you know, fender's on the ground. Then now I have all this room for activities after I did this entire LS swap, did the turbo piping, the hot side, cold side, swapped it to carburetor, all this crap, coil pack install, and battery and shit. Next thing you know, I ended up taking the fender off, and this, I probably could have saved myself hundreds of hours. I thought the fender was going to be a pain in the ass to take off, but it was like, what did it take us, like 30 minutes? So now, time to adjust the door, so come over here, check this out. So if you want to adjust your door, all you got is 3 bolts up top, 3 down low. You have another 3 that go from the hinge side to the door itself. And what those do is you can get some adjustment like this. So if maybe your fender's sticking up out here past your door, you do your door side bolts, and you can kind of flex your door out and bring it in. But what I was having trouble with is down here on the rocker panel, I had a really small gap right here and a huge gap down there. So what I'm trying to do is get the best of both worlds here, and I got this nice body line going through, and then you can see my mark here. So if I didn't mess with this, I'd have a nice black paint job, and have a line going straight down the car, and then it look kind of off here. And then also up top I had this huge gap where you could like get your whole finger in here. And so just trying to tighten it all up so it's too much easier. Now I can just loosen those bolts up a little bit, and I'll be able to lift up on the door just like so, get it in place, tighten everything up. And then I'll go ahead and put the fender back on. I might go ahead and just paint the fender, paint it on a stand while it's off. And come up here, I'll show you some stuff I'm trying to do. So this has been one just big science experiment, trying to learn things. I didn't want my coil packs here, but I was kind of rushing, just trying to get the motor figured out. Had a lot of issues to work through. Finally got the motor running good, so now it's time to do like a little beautification. I mean, this harness looks like crap, and all this stuff, I couldn't get to any of this right here because it's behind this brake booster, so all this harness and stuff coming out right here was tucked behind this fender. So now all this stuff is nice and exposed, so I'll be able to clip what's not used, get rid of everything, clean it all up, and come around here, we'll go up front. So same thing, I don't know why I did this. I was just being impatient, but I couldn't figure out, I wanted to put my coil packs on the frame, but I couldn't figure out a way to make it work good without getting too close to the hot side piping. So now that this fender's off, I might go ahead and just take this other fender off, and I'm gonna move my coil packs to the back of the firewall, and I'm gonna have both of them centered right here. I'm gonna go ahead and move my MSD box inside in the glove box, and it'll be better anyways because I can do tuning inside the car without having to run a cable from here all the way inside. So I'll be able to hook my computer up, mess with the map tunes and everything. And then somebody on YouTube on one of my shorts was like, "Hey idiot, what are you doing with your fuel pressure regulator on the firewall?" Apparently that's against the rules for like drag racing and stuff, but I don't plan to be a big, I'm not going to get certified in race or anything, but if I ever did decide to go to the track or anything, I don't want to be an issue. So I'll go ahead and get this moved. So whoever said that comment, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll get that moved, clean up the fuel lines, and kind of go from there. After that, got to figure out what to do with the exhaust. That'll be much easier. If I get this fender off, I'll probably be able to do something better with this because I didn't give myself enough room. So I'm on the outside of the frame rail over here, and this big old 4-inch pipe, when it goes down, this thing, it was all right. At first, I knew it was low to the ground, but as soon as my dad got on this side, we were driving down the road, and every bump we hit, there's sparks flying. So gonna move that. Maybe I'll sneak it over here. So I probably just created a lot more work, but the car will be much cleaner and nicer in the end. So that'll do. And while I'm at it, I mean, it might be a lot easier to go ahead and take off this front bumper and paint it off to the side and do the rest of the car without taking anything else apart. So, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So subscribe, follow along.